We're on to the last category, the last award of the Geeked Awards, man. And I know we haven't said nothing yet, but if you haven't already, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because a lot goes into these lists and a lot goes into the podcast. Every week we're coming at you guys with something new, and it's just been a good year, bro. Like we've learned a lot, and I feel like we've gotten a lot better. We got more and more, followers and subscribers, and it's just like, bro, it's lit. And I appreciate y'all. I know Chris appreciates y'all too. But without further ado, we got to get into the best animated film. We had to dig deep in the bag again, and not with just a couple animes, but we also had to get into some Pixar. So let's get right into it, man. Demon Slayer. Again. If you ask me, it's a disservice the way they be doing these anime movies. And it's only really Demon Slayer that does this. So it looked good though. It looked good. Like I can't fake. Like it looked good, but I had to take a stance on this one. If you know my score, you know my score, but we won't get too deep into it. But we also got Elemental, Pixar's newest project, which was alright. Like it wasn't bad, but it was like mid at some times. Like I like the world, but I feel like the overall story got like kind of like taken away as far as like what was happening between the love story that was happening at the same time. Like it just they didn't mix, which is funny to say that. And then next, obviously, these other two have been all over the Geeked Awards this year. Yeah, Spider-Verse 2 and Super Mario Bros. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
Is that new?
Snuck up in here, bro. It snuck up in here because it's an original take on the Ninja Turtles, and it's very different animation wise, which I think is really cool because when you look at the different characters that's in it, the turtles are the most recognizable to the original forms, but the humans actually look like the mutants, which is a funny like way of looking at life, because like you're looking through a turtle's eyes, kind of. I don't know, but I love that movie, and Ninja Turtles is one of my favorite nostalgic things out there. But let's get it, man. Let's. If you at home right now, I want a drum roll. The winner for most geeked animated film is Super Mario Bros. That's right. It's here, bro. The most geeked animated film of the year, and a lot went into this decision, right? Because when you think about it and what is actually in the nominations, it gets a little tricky because obviously Spider-Verse is our most geeked picture of the year, our favorite thing we saw. But we think that Super Mario Bros. Was a more impressive animated film. Not only because of the way it looked, but because of what it did for not only just, a legacy type of like franchise, but what it did for the people that actually went out to go see the movie. Like, not only did you have, the little kids that's super geeked to watch this, but you also have the adults that grew up playing Mario. Like, Mario has a rich history in Americana today and all over the world. So it's crazy that, that this happened, but what's the Geeked Awards without a little bit of spice? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Chris, what you got for this thing, man?
Yeah, I know everyone that stayed for this is going to be a little confused, but at the end of the day, most geeked animated film this year is Super Mario Bros. When you think about what this thing brought, there have been horrible Super Mario Bros. Movies. And the idea to bring Super Mario to an animated film is not one that no one's ever thought about. The
Yeah.
problem is, can it be good? Can it
Hmm.
look good? Can it really feel like Super Mario Bros? And this one definitely done it.
Yeah.
And as much as I love Spideyverse, me and we went back and forth, and I've always said, "Hey, this is the second time we've seen this style of
Yeah.
Spideyverse before,
Hmm.
and if this is Spideyverse's first time, we definitely feel like, yo, this is the most geeked animated film I've ever seen."
Yeah.
But I done seen that, and
Yeah.
while Spideyverse 2 animated does look good, they even do new effects. It looks just as great. I gotta give it to Super Mario Bros. Because
Yeah.
you did it. You landed Super Mario, and I really believe you got future movies coming out after this.
Yeah. And it's like the level of the cast really had people worried in the beginning because it's like you look at the names, Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yep.
Who expected that? Like
And that
nobody.
has to go good with the animation,
Exactly.
believable.
Exactly. I mean, obviously Jack Black as Bowser was like had everybody hyped. You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's
still, it's
just
a little
like
weird because you're thinking Jack Black,
Kung Fu Panda.
Bowser. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, like you never thought like, he's the happy-go-lucky guy, and his interpretation of Bowser is hilarious.
It's
So
hilarious.
it's a lot that went into this movie, and I really really loved it so much, and I will watch it for years and
Like I
years to
said,
come.
I think we both agree that Spider-Verse is a better film, story-wise and
Yeah,
animated, everything all put together.
yeah,
But when I'm looking at the film, when I'm
yeah.
thinking what it's doing, I definitely think
It
Super
deserves it.
Mario Bros. Deserves it.